Podcast. I'm your host, Puni Moa, and I got with me the beautiful Queen. Queen, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Man, I can't complain. I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? We're at it right now on our episode 2. First one was a banger. Got a good feedback on that. The mission of this podcast is just to entertain everybody that is sick and tired of what's going on with their regular life. And they just need an avenue or a channel to tune into to just brighten up your day, whether you're driving in the car or you're at home, cleaning, cooking, or outside mowing the lawn, and you just need something entertaining to listen to and laugh at. That's us, Uce. Tune in to Uce Podcast, like, subscribe, and share. Disclaimer, man, everything we say, that's just me and Queen's opinion. You
That's
know what
it.
I'm saying? Exactly. If you got something to say, comment, because we will bounce back, baby. We will fire back. We got a few segments here, man. We've been working on. All right, now we got 3 segments, but don't take my word for it, because we might complete it all. We might not. Anyways, the first segment, it's called Happy Hours. You ever find yourself with your coworkers or, just a date? You're at a restaurant and stuff, and then you're just within that happy hours enjoying the drinks, just having a conversation. That's why we came up with Happy Hours. In other words, just some bullshit topics, just a big time fly. The next segment, too, is called Why Did You Leave Samoa? And mind you, this is all based of us living here in the U.S. The last segment is called the Current and Old News. We're not a news broadcast, but just want to keep our fans entertained and let y'all know that we're all about the smoke. We're up to date with everything. And that's what I got so far right now. Before we get into the segment, Queen, you have anything you want to add on?
Now let's get this going.
Let's get right into the happy hours. All right, first topic I want to talk about. Let me try to paint the picture as we're getting into it. I was meeting my buddies over there at Wild Wings, right? And when we're at Wild Wings, one of my friend, Lewis, he doesn't travel. He doesn't fly. He's been in this city for so long. To my surprise, being an islander, I'm like, Lewis, man, you need to travel the world. You need to get on the plane, baby. You can't just be staying out here in the South, man. You got to go out there and explore, my man. Now Lewis likes to just drive. The furthest he drove, because mind you, we're in South Carolina, so Lewis likes to just drive to Florida. I think the furthest he ever drove was Texas. And he never been out there. I think he did for a little bit out there in New York City, but that's the farthest he went. But he's amazed off of the stories that I have. And I'm like, bro, you need to fly, my man. And he said, you know what's an interesting fact, Puni Moa? And I'm like, what is it, buddy? He said, did you know that someone said that flying on a plane is actually more safer than driving a car? And I'm like, bro, I never thought about that shit, man. That makes a lot of damn sense. Shoot, what you think, Queen? That tripped me out.
I never even thought about it. I don't like driving long, far places. I'd rather get on a plane. But the older you get, the more you don't want to get on the plane. But I've never even thought about it. So, where'd your friend get these facts from?
You know what? He's an old timer. You know what I'm saying? When I say old timer, I'm talking about my pop's age.
Let's talk about it.
But you know what though? So I did. Me, Puni Moa, being curious. You know what I'm saying? I did a little research. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, so this is just the body counts, people that has died in car accident, and this is a report from 2020, only here in the U.S. It says 38,680 car crashes, and that all fell under the people that died, versus the National Transportation Safety Board, the NTSB, from an aircraft around a plane, same year, 2020, a total of 432. deaths. So both of these are like they're going off of like the weather. It can be the pilot or the driver, the traffic condition. That's a significant number right there. You talking about 38,000? That's like a population in a town or a city. And this is just reports from 2020. That's crazy, man. I was just like, man, that makes a lot of sense. But the crazy thing about it is, I'm more scared to fly than drive on a busy traffic with some crazy drivers. So that's the stat. And I'm just like, wow. And then all I was thinking of was like, the shit we talk about at happy hours. what your go ahead.
That's a good topic though. It makes you think because you never even think about it. Like then I'm thinking if I was there at that happy hour time, I'd be like, okay, so the comparison of people driving and flying every day. Just think about all the numbers, and you say about 38,000 they compared it to. But I think more people drive than even drive every day. That's just my personal opinion. Remember, this is just my opinion. Um, I don't know, but there's a lot of flights that takes off every single day, different cities, different countries. So, man, I prefer if I need to go somewhere, like if I need to go to even to let's say San Francisco, they drive down to LA. I prefer to fly. I am not driving. I
I
rather save more time, cover more more space, land time to get there, and then drive it. I can't stand driving.
I guess it depends on the situation, right? So like exactly what you said. That's me too. Anything past if I gotta drive past 6 hours, oh no, I'm flying, baby. And guess what? I'll take the cheapest one too. I'll take JetBlue. I'll take Spirit. I'll take Southwest just to avoid driving 6 hours. So I just think it depends on a person.
Yeah, absolutely,
But
man. And
that's
then
crazy.
I'm tripping off of that topic too because that's actually a good question. I mean, a good comment he made.
You know,
I can.
that's the benefit of OGs, original guys. Is that they've been here longer than I have. I mean, this guy's like pretty much double the age that I am right now. I'm not gonna say my age out there, but it's pretty up there. You know, so imagine. I mean, this is just wisdom that you can't even find online, baby. This is something that you heard it here at Uce. Another reason why people don't like flying is because not feeling in control. You know, human beings, it's our human nature to want to be in control. And I'm that way too. I think that's the only reason that gets me scared to fly is because I'm not in control of the wheel. I think if I was the one piloting the aircraft, it would have been a different story. But the simple fact that somebody else is doing it gets me tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Or the fear of flying. A lot of people are afraid of heights, which is normal. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
I know my brother-in-law, he rather just drive, like from San Francisco all the way to Oregon if he has to go to a wedding. But yeah, it's normal. Like your friend says, flying safer than driving.
Just in that case, I'm just like, wow, okay, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, for me, it's just more convenient. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But yeah, guys, for those who hasn't flew yet, listen to us Islanders, man. We coming from how many miles are we? I think I heard somewhere about 30,000 miles or 60,000 miles away from where I'm at to back home in the mainland in Samoa. I could
You
be
said we can't
wrong,
drive.
but I mean, it's
You
we
cannot drive. You gonna
we
have to fly. You have no choice.
yeah, we didn't have any options, buddy.
Either a canoe or you get on that plane and fly on over.
Oh man, any other ins or out or angles that you look at it this way
Nah,
about
man.
this topic? Yeah, so we'll move on to the next one, but that's one of them conversation that came up. Flying. And the other one where we got going on right now is
Is she the boss? That's what y'all want to ask? Why would you guys even ask that?
I'm gonna
A
give
little
you.
insecurity there? Well, no, I'm just kidding.
Hey, keep going, Queen. This your world. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm giving you the you know, back where we come from. We always give the women and adults, you know, the respect. So I'm just gonna give Queen the respect. Go ahead, Queen. So what is this topic? Explain this topic.
This a great topic. Women who make the money, are they the boss? So that's what you're talking about. Make the most bread, cheddar. Are you the boss? Me personally, it's what you make it. Depends on your marriage. If you think that way that you're the boss just because you make more money, then so be it. As for me personally, I don't look at myself as a boss, but I know I'm the boss because I'm the queen. But when it comes between me and my husband, he's a man of the house. I know where I stand. He's my king and I'm the queen. But like I said, it all depends on each household, how each individual. Um, if she feel like she's the boss of the just because she makes more money, then more power to you, sister. But that's all I gotta say about it. To me, it's a simple topic. I know sometimes you guys make it very complicated, but it's all on the individual. If that's how she feels, if that's how you feel, and then you think that's what she's thinking, then y'all need to talk about it and see, what's going on there. But I don't like looking at it that that I'm the boss of this. I'm not even gonna say we're 50-50. I just know that we work together and what we bring home is what we bring home. Money gives us options. And whoever makes the most money, it don't matter. That's bottom line for me. That's all the queen gotta say about that, Puni Moa.
That's what's up. Well, yeah, that's good. You know, for Puni Moa's take on this, can you repeat the question one more time for Puni Moa to respond, please?
Women who bring the most bread home, are they the boss? Is she the boss? Just because she makes more money in the household?
That's a good question. Well, I want to say, hell no.
I knew you would like
That-
my answer.
I was just like, hell nah. Shit. Queen, you said it all. You heard it first, man. Queen said it. You said enough. All right. The last question we have for happy hours is, why aren't there many Samoans in that are doctors in the tech industry, science, you know, all these big guns, lawyers, etc. That's the question out there. I think that was just brought up from a few of us because I think we don't see them or we don't know of many. I do
Mhm.
know of a little of them, but that's a very little number. That's in the single digits, not even in the double digits. So we figured we brought that up and bring that up to this conversation when we're having some drinks here at the happy hours.
Yeah. It's like you said earlier, we don't see very much. And then, as a young kid, I've never known of any doctors until I got older. Samoan doctors until I actually went to Samoa. So basically, it was like a far fetched thing to even see Samoans in the science field, Samoans in technology. But right now, we're slowly getting up there because I think it's all about your surroundings, your association, who you're around with most of the time, and the kids, and even our age and the millennials, whatever. They're starting to know that we can actually do these things. We just gotta go know where to go. You know how to do it because back then is people didn't know where to go to apply, to get financial aid for these things, and so forth. So it's all about the knowledge and who you associate yourself with, and it takes upon of I have to be the one to go out and ask the question like, hey, how can I get here? I want to be that. How do I get there? It is our responsibility to do that. If you don't do that, then you're just putting your life in someone else's hand. But that's how I see it. It's because we don't see it, we don't know where to go, or we just don't ask.
Man, that's deep. Your inner circle matters, who you hang out with, whatever kind of position you're in or job that you have. You're going to end up doing that, and that's all you're going to care about. With technology nowadays, able to provide that information, and we also see that growth in our own culture, which is a cool thing and stuff.
Yep.
But that's all I got for that one. You know what I mean? So that's. You have anything else you want to add on before we just move on to the next one?
Now let's go get them.
All right, man. Well, before we jump into our next segment, man, let's go ahead and take a minute to take a breather. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
So WEFOBZ is brought to you by WEFOBZ Enterprise, and we're talking about the WEFOBZ Nation store. You're going to definitely want to check out the WEFOBZ Nation store. There's a bunch of things over there that you probably want to pick up. The WEFOBZ Nation store sells a lot of things that WEFOBZ Nation members are interested in. Check it out. We've got cool merchandise over there. We've got also things pertaining to, interests such as anime, utensils from the kitchen, whatever. The whole friggin' lot of them. We also got bestseller section in that WEFOBZ Nation store. In our bestseller section, you can find everything that WEFOBZ Nation members usually order on sites such as Amazon and so forth. We are an Amazon affiliate, so whenever you're clicking or you're buying something from our WEFOBZ Nation store's bestseller section, you're definitely investing into WEFOBZ. And there you have it, WEFOBZ at WEFOBZ.io. WEFOBZ.
All right, we back. And okay, let's get into the segment number 2. And this is the meat. And one of the main reasons why we started this podcast. Why, Uce? This is the number 1 question, the cream of the crop. I get asked this all the time. When I start a new job, during orientation, just meeting up with new people, or just simply at a restaurant, and they don't know what Samoans are. What other places out there where you get asked these kind of questions, Queen?
Business trips.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the southeast region. Like go to Georgia unless around a military base.
Yes.
Even in the northeast region, the north central especially, talk about places like Montana, Wyoming. They got the Mid-Atlantic area.
Yep, Georgia.
Yeah, so I've
South.
been to like those cities here and there in those regions, and I get asked all the time, what are you? Where are you from? I just love to educate people where I'm from because I'm proud where I'm from.
Yeah, well, that's the segment about, and I'm just gonna shed the light for my fellow people who I pass by and cross path with. Why did Puni leave Samoa?
Why did Puni leave Samoa?
Puni left Samoa because I was tired of just looking east, west, north, south, and all I seen was ocean.
Where a lot of people want to go and just see ocean, but go ahead, Puni Moa.
Yeah. For those that like to see that, not Puni, baby. No. Puni needs to be free, baby. It's like you know what? The best way for you to understand where Puni's coming from is like Moana. You know how she wanted to just be free and get on that little canoe and just be free, and then the waves hit her back and she got knocked back? That's how I was back then. I just wanted to be free. I wanted to see the world. I'm an explorer, baby. You know what I'm saying? I was born differently. I wanted to see the
You're made
world.
for greatness, Puni Moa. Tell them.
So yeah, like I was saying, man, I felt like I was locked up in Alcatraz, in San Francisco, that little island where I could just, yeah, baby. But I tell you what, when I landed in America, oh, it was just like that Coming Back to America. You know how Eddie Murphy walks out when he fell in love with the chick. Good morning. Good morning. And everybody's like, shut the F up. Yeah, that's the rude awakening I got when I got here too, man. But I still loved it. I was all about that smoke, man. I was enjoying it. But that's why I left the island and came here to America, because it's just a bigger land. And I'm a person that, like I said, I want to just get in my car and cruise east, west, north, south, and be able to keep going without just seeing nothing but blue, baby. That's what I got for you right now. What about you, Queen?
Well, when we moved to the island, I was ready to already leave the island once I got to Cucuila. But I actually love being in Manua. But when I was forced to go to school in Cucuila, I was ready to leave. You know, being a city girl, I was like, man, I can't do this anymore. I was ready to go. So that's why, even though I didn't want to continue my education, I found a way to get a little scholarship here and financial here, a loan here, just to go finish my bachelor's off island. I was like, oh, I'm out. I need to get back to the city. But went to Hawaii, graduated over there. And I didn't even want to go back to the city. I would go and visit, but end up moving to the Pacific Northwest after coming back home. Not like you, I love the ocean. I just I felt trapped, like claustrophobic. Like, I need a bigger space. I want to be able to go, like you say, keep going. Like, I want to go from state to state. I just can't go from the west side to the east side. Then you're in the middle of Nu'uli and Kafunga, and you're stuck there. And you're like, man, back home. It's like a repeat cycle, But when you're in the mainland, you have a bigger play area, and you can just like we spoke earlier. I don't like driving, but sometimes you can just drive to Portland, drive to Canada, or it was actually options. The islands, getting my degree off island, that was my goal, and it happened. But I came back, then we left in the early 2000s. But that's why I left the island, just for bigger space, better opportunities. That's my only reasons why. But I love going back to the islands and visit. Who knows? Might go there, retire. But I don't know. What about you? Are you still in that same mentality where you good with the islands? You prefer to be here on the mainland?
Yes.
Once you good, Puni Moa, you good?
Yep. Puni Moa, as far as 2023, yes. You're going to have to ask me next year. But right now, Puni Moa is good where he's at right now. And yeah, but you know what? This was some great conversations here. We're going to go ahead and end our segment here right now because we simply ran out of time, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all want to still stay tuned in to hear more conversation, but that's why you got to hit the subscribe, the follow, and donate, my knees.
Click.
Hey, baby. So why oops? So we can give you more information about us islanders, you know what I mean? Being here in the U.S. Yeah, but before we get out of here, Queen, you have any shout outs or remarks?
A big shout out to the WEFOBZ organization. Just want to say, what's up, Chief Lod and God So Smooth and Miss Gray.
Oh, yes. And, just want to thank our followers listening, tuning in. If you have any questions or any, want to add to the content, go ahead and leave a comment and we will reply. And until then, I'm your host, Puni Moa.
And I'm the Queen.
Cheer, baby.
Later.